name is Nick. I play guitar and sing.
I'm Dan. I play guitar and sing a little bit as well.
It kind of resulted from, basically we had it, indefinitely we were going to take a break. We had been working at it for close to 6 to 8 years, just hitting the road hard, and we had had all the success we had had. It just, everything had kind of accumulated to a point where we didn't have as much control as we wanted over over our music and the actual outcome of what we were going to do as a business in this band. So it was best to take a break and to reunite. It all kind of happened where, our bass player moved to South Carolina, I moved to Chicago, our drummer Joe, he got married actually, and all of our lives just went into, we needed our personal life away from the road, away from music. So it just kind of seemed to culminate, I guess, within the Dakota back in Sioux Falls. And so we were like, well, we're all here, we're all ready to go, let's try this one more time.
Yeah, it was a much needed break. Much needed.
And he can't understand.
Yes. I'm going to be honest with you, I've told many a lie about this. I like to bank on the old standby, which is that my attractive art teacher and I had a little bit of a thing.
Maybe a little bit of
an affair in high school, hence the spill canvas. It gets a little dirty, but that's not really what happened. It was just some lyrics.
Yeah, it's not true at all, really.
It's not true at all, Miss Waldera. But the thing is that it just came out of some lyrics when I was beginning the thing as a solo acoustic thing. They were in a lyric booklet, and it just seemed to fit. And there's so many different ways the listener can take it and make it their own meaning. So, yeah. So it really just came from lyrics, I guess. Not that exciting of a story, but I still like to bank on the affair with my art teacher.
Yeah, we'll probably just stick to telling people that.
Let's just say that finger painting has a whole new meaning to me.
We're eager to learn.
We actually launched it yesterday, and you have to set a goal.
Right.
We were like, well, we better set it realistically, and I guess it's starting to do very good. It's beyond all our expectations, really.
Yeah. The platform for Kickstarter is such an amazing thing. It kind of gives this grassroots type of feel where the fans can actually be, literally, they are being a part of making the record, providing the funding for such, recording and all the things that go into it. So it was just the go-to choice for us now that we're kind of independent agents, we're not on labels, management, all that stuff. We're insanely excited about it. I cannot believe it's gotten to this point as far as just what we have raised. But we are insanely excited to see the outcome and grateful for the fans that have already donated, and we're just looking forward to making a great record for you guys.
Yeah, as far as this moment in time right now for the band, I think this is the most excited we've ever been, simply because this is our true chance to really get involved 100% with our fan base.
Absolutely.
It's going to be it's not just the Spill Canvas doing this, it's the fans along with it. It's going to be awesome.
We're in it together.
You have heard.
We actually have a lot of stuff we're talking about doing, interactive stuff with our fans. We're not going to say anything quite yet, but
right.
But whether it be artwork or singing, I don't know. We're still discussing it.
We love our fans, because without that, the band would be nowhere, and we've grown organically from that. So
absolutely, and another thing too is any fans listening, if you want to tell us something, we check our mail religiously too. It's not going to get lost in the shuffle, so we'll read what you say.
Children missing.
The Goo Goo Dolls tours, I guess they invited us back even. That was so surreal, because as much as maybe I didn't, I wasn't a huge fan. I didn't necessarily own their entire catalog. I knew the hits, but still. Those songs, and just growing up listening to them in every aspect from
very respectable. So
yeah, it's just we respect the crap out of those guys, and it was so humbling to hear when they would like announce us when they were playing. They'd be like, "Give it up for one of the great last American rock bands," and it's just like, what? Are you gonna be kidding me? That guy must be drunk. But it's just like it's such a, I don't know. It's a very humbling, and it was an amazing experience.
Yeah, those guys were great. They were so caring and nice, and were always making sure we were getting treated right.
Touch her and you feel alive.
Oh, it's completely different.
Yeah. Just the language.
Was there a language barrier with that?
It's not necessarily a language barrier, more or less the slang. Like, if it's like, I need a couple bucks to go get a coffee, it'd more be like, can you loan me a couple quid to go
Get a cup of Joe.
Get a couple, maybe a cup of tea, and it's like
Some strumpets.
it's just like the word quid is slang for bucks or dollars.
Oh, okay.
Like the small things. It's more slangy barrier in the language, but
Yeah.
those guys were amazing. Touring the UK with them, they had done quite a great job. They had a great fan base, and
Yeah.
they exposed us to them, and
They
their
were
fans.
really funny guys.
they were actually hilarious. Yeah.
Need to fix my danger.
I mean, if you were to think in like a good business sense, I think we would all have kind of a collective, touring with like Death Cab for Cutie or Save the Day.
Jimmy's always up there.
Yeah, Jimmy World.
Oh,
That'll always
Absolutely.
be up there with us.
Always, yeah. As far as personally,
I would love to go on tour with an old band from Chicago who we're really good friends with, and that's Treaty of Paris.
I know Treaty of Paris.
Those guys are awesome.
Love those guys. The guitar player Dan actually coincidentally filled in for Dan on the
last tour.
for us. But gosh, there's so many that we would love to. I'm a big fan of Bon Iver or Bon Iver. And I don't think it would work because we're like a pop rock band. He's like just an amazing artist.
Yeah,
But those kinds of things that the dream tours.